Hello, friends, and welcome to Tally the Votes Big Brother 28 weekly coverage. We are here live and in person to chit chat all about this week in the Big Brother house. I am Jamie, and with me, as usual, are Brian, Christy, and David. Hey, guys.
Hey.
What's
Hey,
up?
Mrs. Kelly, you look gorgeous tonight.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. That's some ways to do some flirting.
All the people out there. Yeah.
All of them, everybody. Okay, well, they haven't let us down yet. We haven't really had a totally dull week. There's a lot to talk about. There's a few conversations to talk about that happen on the live feeds. And, there's ups and downs. There's all sorts of things. So let's get started. But let's start off with the HOH because we had the wall competition. And hey, guys, do you know who won the HOH comp? The wall comp, the most physical comp of the season? And that's right.
Wait.
It was my winner's pick, Miss Lala.
Also, Lala and I have something in common. We're the exact same age. So, Lala, you won that for every 58-year-old who ever went and, said these shows are biased against older people. And they are. You know what?
Still,
you did it for all of us.
You could still represent.
There you go. She's got it. She got it. She did great. What'd you think about this wall?
Look on Camus' face when he slipped.
And
he's hanging there and he knows he's done.
Yeah.
So we had the Haley look on her face, right? When we had quit with the episode and quit for the week and we're recapping. And then it was like what took us into the week. It was like bookends that just proved that karma was so beautiful. It does exist. Camus really got it handed to him. And just, that's going to irk him forever. Deep in his soul, that's going to irk him. This 58-year-old woman.
He's hurting.
Right?
Yeah.
I kind of love it.
Good for her. That was a tough one. It looked like the water was freezing. And with the exception of maybe like the last two, I don't think that the last two people got as much water or goo or Sasquatch repellent.
Lala said it was freezing. Because afterwards she said, I'm freezing.
Yeah. It looked a little miserable. And then the bars were set differently, right? Like, I don't think we've seen the bars set that way before. Where they had like the front bars, which is kind of cool because it's like, I don't know, maybe it's not cool. Maybe I'm wrong. But we always talk about who's a person that's going to do best in this endurance challenge. And we always think it's going to be a small person, a lightweight person. They seem to hold on the longest. But this one made it so that you had to have shoulder and upper arm strength with those front bars. So that's why we got the final two that we did.
And I thought to myself, I would rather play that than the ones where your shoulders or your hands are up because those hurt.
Yeah.
Where you have to continue to push something.
But like this, you could do forever, right? But this, no.
Yeah. And if you're an asthmatic, having your arms up that high for that long, not good, not fun. Not fun for the lungs. But
I think
for the record, go ahead, Christy.
I was going to say about Angela, right? We predicted that she was going to be out really quick.
Yes.
I gotta say, all things being fair, I think she played that brilliantly. She knew there was no way she was going to do anything on that wall.
No.
Get soaking wet and be freezing and miserable. So why not jump off immediately?
Before the stuff, yeah.
Yeah, she was completely dry, just enjoying watching everybody. And then she got to make best friends with Haley. So,
for the record, I set the over-under at 7 minutes. She jumped off at 3 minutes and 23 seconds.
Yeah. I thought she was going to make it for 2 minutes. That was my guess, but
she actually went out. If you watch the timer, she actually went out at 28 seconds. So Jamie won.
That's what I thought it was.
28
seconds. I thought, did I get that wrong? No.
Okay, then what I read online was wrong.
Which is why I think she did it on purpose. Like, I'm not winning this. Like, why? Like, come on, I'm not. Why do I got to?
Sometimes when I watch the wall challenge and they have to like plop down to the mat, I get really nervous because, like in Survivor, they have things that are up high like that, but they're jumping down into water, and this, I'm just like, I know how quickly they can ruin a body part just landing wrong on that mat. Every single time
I don't think it's that high. It only looks like it's 3 feet or so. onto a mat.
Oh, it's high enough.
If you remember, Morgan broke her knee last year.
Yes. Yeah. Yep. It's a good drop.
I think
It's a good
I
drop.
think the longer you go in that challenge, the less control you have over that fall, right? If you're
Yes.
early on and you
Mhm.
still maybe you can kind of fall, but some of them as they get into it, they have like Barrett was saying he was looking at his arm going down, but he wasn't moving it. He was trying to move it the other way. Like your body just you can't even
Gives up.
control it.
Yeah.
So
It gets to a
yeah,
point
they
where it
just
says
fell down
enough.
there and then they would just lay there for a minute while feeling came back to their limbs. They didn't even try to stand up, some of them right away.
Yeah.
For them.
Well,
That's a hard
Lala
one.
got it. She kicked their butts. She hung in there long enough. I think all of us were really happy for her. And then she has to start working on her nominations that ultimately they come down to Barrett, Chuck, and Haley. There was some talk about putting Kamu up there. It didn't happen. So as bad of a position as Kamu was in last week, he did end up in a pretty dang good position this week because he had a conversation with Taylor and Lala that, I mean, they took something from it and meant something to them, and it kept him off the block. So, I mean, he found himself in a much better position
He
than
may
he was
be in the
last
best
week.
position in the house at the moment.
He's not in a
Well,
terrible
because
position.
nobody's really after him anymore, and everyone
best
kind of thinks
position,
he's
I
with
don't
him.
know. But
I
bet you
don't
the
know if
best
he's
improved
quite there.
position.
Yeah, I don't know if he's quite there,
Okay,
like up
fair.
on top, but he's definitely.
Oh no,
better than he
I'm not
was.
saying he's like the odds-on favorite to win. I'm just saying he's
No.
in a very good strategic position.
From
where,
last week
you know,
to this week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, obviously, if you're talking about players that are going to win, it's D, Devins, and then everyone else, right? But they're going to be targets, and I don't know that Kamu's anyone's target right now.
I think I'm gonna say you shouldn't have backed down. He's in the best position in the house right now.
You think so?
Absolutely.
You think he's in the best?
The only person that would put him up for sure is Haley, and he'd be up with, two other people that, I mean, they all hate her. So
They could put him up, but if they put him up, they'd be putting him up against one of the vets because they'd want to use him and take them out. Or something. It would have been for him to be the target.
Well, that'll be why he gets put up, is because they'll think he can win the veto,
and that's why his position is improved.
But he's in the best position.
I do have to say though that maybe second best position, even though the legend is D. Because they all think D is dumb as rocks. They do not understand that she understands what she's doing. Like we saw the little clip tonight, where Lala's realizing, oh my God, she's won $1 million. We have to get her out. But Lala also had a conversation about how dumb D was, and she has no idea what she's doing. And she doesn't understand this game. And how could she have won Survivor? So D is doing a really good job at. And when she has conversations, like we get a little bit of DR action from her, but when she has conversations with Devins, or even sometimes with Angela, but more Devins, sometimes with Barrett, it's clear she's not dumb. But especially with like Devins and Angela, like they have plans. They're all on the same level. They're on this, you know what I mean? She knows what she's doing.
And I think she's done a good job of fading from focus a little bit.
Yeah.
Which I think you have to do in their position. Like, I think they'll go for Devins before her.
Yeah. Well, Barrett's trying to make that not be a problem for anybody.
The bear rat.
Oh, it's going to be the bear rat.
But also, like, for that stupid haircut, he might deserve it now.
Might just deserve it.
I mean, what does he do?
Well, shouldn't you put up Yash then? It's really not his fault.
Yash's haircut's pretty atrocious too. If we're just going to get rid of bad haircuts, we got a list.
But Yash cut Devin's hair.
Right. Then he brags about it. Don't brag, dude. Have you seen that, dude?
Every single year, there's a couple things that happen. Okay. And we are at that point in the game. Two things for sure. I'm sure there's more, but there's two things that always happen right about this time every single season is all the conversations start turning into, oh yeah, when you come to visit me at my place, we're going to go to this place and this place, and we're going to do this. All of them are doing that talk right now. And the other thing is everybody starts giving each other haircuts, and then we start seeing really terrible haircuts.
Well, the guys do. You don't really see the ladies cutting each other's hair.
No. It's the guys that get the haircuts for sure. Or hair straightened, or something dramatic happens with their hair.
See,
never
that's why
good.
Drew has the best haircut for this house. The longer it gets, it just more fits his personality. See.
Now,
But
in
how
the
do you- what
season with AmeriCorey, there was a little bit something different because it was about this time that Corey's mustache started coming in.
Yes, I just think there's this point where
Is
it's
that
just
what they
hard
call that?
to keep
Yeah,
the
yeah.
grooming up.
Mhm.
It was not much of a mustache, as I recall.
Yes, it was the talk of the town for a hot minute. Poor Corey. I bet he can grow a better mustache now. He's become a
Maybe.
strapping young lad. So, okay. So we've got the nominations. They're stuck in. Christy, do you want to talk about the veto? Was there anything that, you
Okay,
like?
so well, it was from 1977, and Lala was in 3rd grade. So that's the first thing you need to know. They got to play that fun game that they started last year with the repeating pattern, and this one is really, I like it a lot, honestly. And I thought the outfits was so fun to see everybody in all their outfits. But essentially, it came down. They paired up and knocked each other out, and
Nobody figured out the obvious strategy, though.
which is watch someone else
Stand
do the
there
whole
and
thing.
do absolutely nothing and watch the other person figure
But you
it
won't
out
be
and then run down.
Yeah,
And
but
then
you
when they miss towards the end, you run down and take a guess at the last two, and
You mean
got a
like
very good
as
shot of
they're
winning.
going, you keep taking their green and
No,
stand
you
there?
don't. No, you don't. You just literally sit at the beginning and don't move. So
No, you
give
would
them
never
nothing.
be able to remember it all, I bet.
Sure you would.
Unless you were doing it.
Because all you'd have to do is go, you realize you start right or left, you go 1, 2, 2, 3,
While they
1,
messed
2.
up, I think you get yourself ahead, maybe, and stage
Mm.
yourself. Because if you have to do all of that, I just think they might still beat you. And you
I mean,
might
there were
still
only, how many
you might
scores were
still
there?
step wrong.
Only about 15, right? 15 to 20, maybe.
maybe 20. But I think it's lots of fun, and oh my gosh, Kamu was so fast.
I think they shouldn't be doing the same pattern. Because you could absolutely steal what the other person's
Right,
doing.
but if they're different
Yeah.
patterns, what if there could be the argument that one person's pattern was harder than the other?
Well, if it's random, then it's random, right?
But is
And
anything ever really
and
random?
how could one be harder than the other? I mean, there's only 2 options for each square. I mean,
That is true. That's true. Unless you have a certain number in a row or something. I don't
Mhm.
know. I know that I wouldn't be good at that challenge.
All those ladies had those tight
Be like,
pants on.
I'd get like 2 or 3 wrong, and then I'd start swearing, and then I would refuse to continue just out of anger.
didn't they have that in Squid Games? And if you picked the wrong one, you
Mhm.
fell through and died, right?
yes,
Yeah.
it was the glass.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
stressful.
I wondered if they stole it from that.
That was so stressful. See, we don't need that. They do, I guess. That's the fun of watching it. But all right, well, he gets the veto. He saves himself from ending up being a backdoor option, or what would be backdoor if not for the battle back. But so then we lead into our votes and going into eviction. There was a lot of talk for a while about it being Haley, and then this flip started happening about getting out Chuck. And I've never 100% been able to figure out what was the real flip on that. Like, what was the actual real case to flip that vote?
Because Haley was the obvious target, and everyone agreed.
And Haley would draw a lot more fire than Chuck would. So if you're one of the returnees or the survivor players, the icons, you want somebody else to be drawing the fire. So because if you get out everyone who's hated by the house, then they're going to turn on you.
They kept
Yeah.
her, but they weakened her, so they felt like that was.
I mean, she does
enough.
work with them more than
Yeah.
Chuck does. So,
Dude,
there
Chuck
is
has
that.
no reason to tell anybody that they don't know why this game is played.
Yeah, Chuck had a rough week. Maybe he doesn't realize he had a rough week just yet, like how bad it was. But he had a really
the whole
rough week.
scene tonight with Taylor, when she's like, "This is Big Brother 101."
It got worse than that, David. It got worse than that because on the live feed, she had a sit-down conversation, her and Haley, about how Chuck needed to be clean and how he smelled bad.
Oh, really?
And it wasn't like, oh, hey, buddy, you're smelling a little ripe. Like, it was like 30 minutes of your mother telling you how to take care of your body. Like, it was
her teacher talking to the little kid that needs to wipe his butt better when he goes to the bathroom at school.
No, she wasn't
her
complaining.
voice
She was
engaged.
telling him.
Yes.
Oh yeah. He
Yes.
was like, I smell good. She's like, no, You don't. You stink.
It's
You
bad.
need hygiene.
Your
Yeah,
mama
it
never
was
taught
like,
you right.
yes,
Oh,
that's how, I mean, that's
no.
how she was. And she was like, I have brothers. Like, she's like, I'm not going to deal with this. Yeah, she was giving him the what
Okay,
for on all
good
of
for
it.
her.
But then she had already said something to him once and like it didn't register or something. So then she called Haley in to like help her, like guide him. And of course, he listened just as well as he listened about how smart he is at Big Brother. So,
Well, and then the way he like talked about Lala and talked to her, and then was sitting there in the diary room talking about how her game was disgusting. And I'm
yeah,
like, what did she do?
yeah.
Yeah, it
And
was
when the sad thing there was Taylor and Lala specifically had conversations prior to Nam saying, we don't want to put Chuck up. We're not putting Chuck up. They were gonna
Yeah.
stake out Haley, keep Chuck, and then he had to be ugly about it. Now he's going up.
well, and
Yep.
early in the week after Lala won, she was having it out with Haley. They had some
Right.
really bad
Mhm.
conversations,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden Haley stopped, and it was Chuck.
Well, and then
Well-
Haley did all that stuff with Angela. Like, she made Angela lose her mind.
That was
Well-
I think that was brilliant gameplay. I'm sorry.
Well,
I
it was
don't know. It
amazing for
wasn't
Dee.
gameplay. That's just her personality, David.
What's
Someone
that?
accused her of
No,
something she didn't do.
I'm
Haley
saying
admitted she didn't say it.
On Haley's part, it was
Yeah.
brilliant gameplay to bait Angela into raging.
No, it wasn't gameplay. It's just her personality. That's literally
She
just
baits
how
you.
Haley
She-
is.
Thawed
That's
the
how
troll.
it wouldn't matter. It was she. That's how she talks to people. That's why we try to say, like, she's not exactly the
But-
nicest person.
No, but I'm saying, but she absolutely lied about what Angela said.
Because that's
and
who
she-
she is. Because she's a mean girl. But
Yeah.
the only
Fine.
person.
I mean, if that's
the
how you
only
want to
person-
be, it still was a brilliant play.
Okay, but the only one,
If
but
it had been
everyone saw
intentional.
how she was lying, and the only one who was benefiting from that argument was Dee, because she was kind of had the eyeballs on her, the spotlight was on her, and next thing you know, there's something else because she pulled Yash and Angela in. Common knew Dee
Mhm.
was lying, but like, oh, we'll get these people in now, boom, 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 and now
And
it's
poor-
some other show. Dee, you
and
just
poor
sit back and go,
Angela.
"Yeah."
And poor Angela, who has, we've all discussed it, like her lying capabilities are not strong. They're not strong. They've never been
And
strong.
wasn't she bragging about earlier in the week about how good of a liar she was?
She's so bad at lying. And so
bad.
as soon as Haley started saying that, it's like you can catch Angela in a lie because when she starts defending herself, she says the person's name over and over again. Like that's her tell. So she's like, no, Haley, F you, Haley, blah, blah, blah. Haley, like Haley's name was
No, when
repeated.
she left
you know?
the room,
I
and
think she
said,
said the F word 17 times.
when she was
So what?
leaving, she looked at each one of them and said, I did not say that, Haley. I did not say that, Dee. I did not say that. Like she went to like, what did you mean? They all heard
But
you.
even if she didn't say it, and she didn't, it was obviously true by the way she reacted.
She's so bad. She's so
So
bad.
her reaction was throwing Dee under the bus.
It was, but the problem is here's why I don't think it was good gameplay is like Haley doesn't have many allies. Chuck was on her side no matter what. And by doing that, she alienated Angela, who is somebody she's worked close with.
Yeah, Angela's been working with her. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like I think it was I could see that being a strategy if Angela was somebody she wasn't really working with.
Right.
But then it gave also all the other people in the middle the ability to rally behind Angela like she was a victim and alienate Haley even further, which is what
Right.
happened.
It gave
the
them
rest
all
of
a
the week.
reason.
Yeah.
I can't believe
I
believe anybody who rallied behind Angela after that. But
It's weird, but they do. I mean, not all of them for sure, but like,
definitely the other people that feel like they've been slighted by Haley. Because
yeah.
if Haley's made them feel that way,
well,
That's
yeah,
all it
she's not-
takes,
I
right?
mean, nobody likes her anyway. So she, it's burning it all to the ground is not the worst strategy. Where she
Lala, Taylor, Melody, and Mallory all rallied behind Angela and privately went to her and said that was wrong, what she did to you.
Yeah. See,
Yeah.
it's interesting to me that
I don't get the
having
ethics of
Chuck
that.
getting getting Chuck out as far as because he's not really necessarily working with one group or the other totally makes sense. But on the other hand, I feel like having Haley there is way more dangerous than Chuck because first of all, he's not won anything really. He hasn't been like some amazing performer, but now we have somebody who is an athlete who just did, won a battle back, she's won an HOH.
What if she wins another one?
Exactly. That's that. I feel like they left a much more dangerous person in the game just because she does have the competition down. Like
they didn't leave her in the game. She won her way off the block.
Well, yes, she did, which is weird because
they were making that decision. It looked like
they were going to leave her in the game. Yeah, they were going to leave her in the game. But
they were in.
Yeah, but it's really weird
gets
that
along with her.
Yeah, Devins does get along with her. But isn't it weird that we've had 2 in a row where they're like, we're going to flip the votes. We're going to flip the votes and we're going to save this person. And then that person wins the battle back and doesn't realize how close their ass was on the line.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, or who came to bat for them.
Mm-hmm.
It's an interesting flip where we normally go, oh, they don't know that person like threw them under the bus. This time they don't know that person went to bat for them. It's very strange.
And I think you bring up a good point that also on the flip side, though, Lala and Taylor don't know Dee was trying to flip from Haley to Chuck, which is good for Dee's game because that gives them another week of flying under Taylor and Lala's radar.
Yeah. There goes Dee again, sneaking her way through.
What did you guys think of Kamu said at one point that somehow mysteriously he just got linked, with these guys and everyone assumed they were a trio. Well, they were. They were
no. What he then
was
said
is he trying to say he wasn't?
No,
they were just.
He just said I realized I was at the bottom of it, and so I needed to find other people.
I don't think he would have been on the bottom though.
I don't know that he was on the bottom. Was he on the bottom?
He was.
I felt like he and Haley
doesn't matter
were on
if he
the top.
was. What mattered is he thought he was.
Yeah,
it was like him. Okay, well, hear me out. Him and Haley were like Charlie Brown and Peppermint Patty, and Chuck was walking around like Marcy, following him around. Literally, what it was.
More like Schroeder, right? Or not Schroeder?
No,
who Pigpen, the stinky one.
Well, maybe, but Peppermint Patty likes Charlie Brown no matter what she says. But Marcy likes Peppermint Patty, and so that's what that is.
Well, here's the thing: Chuck and Haley and Kamu were a trio until Kamu spent a little too much time with Lyric.
Oh, with Lyric.
And then I think Chuck probably was at the bottom because Haley did not like how much time Kamu spent with Lyric.
That really did make her mad.
And I hate to give Kamu credit, but maybe Kamu was thinking I can pull her in. We can use her to be our fourth to go after the vets because he had to also understand at some point he had to start cutting the vets, just like the vets knew they had to break them up.
Yep. Yeah, it's an obnoxious amount of alliances that are in the. I've lost track because it's like every 2 days they're still making more alliances. I don't know. I seriously, dude. There's like 20 of them at least, right? Like double digits.
Pretty normal though. You
but
could probably find a chart
but by
them.
this time we usually are down to like 4 or 5.
Well,
I'm not
you
exaggerating.
got all the final 2s in that too, though, so that changes the number.
No, this is like mostly 3 people and up in each alliance. But it's funny because everybody is like
it was the trios, right?
Seasoning everybody else's pot, like it's except for Haley's because she doesn't like seasonings. She
doesn't like good snacks either.
I did have a call out to production. Production on behalf of all of America, thank you for not giving the Adam and Eve punishment to Angela because we just didn't need that.
David, some of the views shared some of the views that are on here are not shared with everybody else.
I say that
I'm
because
just very quickly stepping in and saying I do not share that opinion.
When she walked out, when they walked out, Angela said, "Oh, thank God I didn't get that." Did you not?
Oh,
yes, I heard she.
I would have been.
But that
I would have.
You get to say
loved her to get any of the costumes. It doesn't matter. Give me a leotard. Put Angela in a leotard.
Okay, I'm just gonna say. this punishment.
It's not a punishment. Except for maybe
well,
you are cold because that house is freezing cold.
That's
Do,
what I was
do they
thinking,
they
like-
get a blanket at night though, right? I
Oh, yeah.
assume.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like, so
Yeah, they're not
when
like a
Angela
have-not
When
situation.
Angela got hers, it was like cumbersome and a pain in her butt.
Right.
And it lasted for the whole week.
Mhm.
These two get this and it's 48 hours.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I just feel like they should give them a unitard and then put your thing over it because, yeah, that would be uncomfortable all day long.
What was the unitard they gave Nicole?
She's had like 5 of them.
Yeah, the original one.
But you know what?
She's like a costume. She's like one of the costume champions. She
Was it
always
one
gets
a
the
duck?
costumes.
Was
What's
one
that?
a doctor, or am I just making that up in my mind?
Later hosing she
yeah.
had with the hot dog on the fork.
Yep.
Remember that
And
one?
then
That was
she
my
was
favorite one.
Yeah, there was that one. Gosh, no, she had a lot of them. I just don't remember what they all are. But yeah, she's had many. But I like Angela in any of these costumes because everybody else just kind of carries on their normal life while wearing it. But Angela's, and it just makes it way more fun. It's much more fun. Like, you get certain people that are just right for their punishment or their, like Derek X when he had to announce every time somebody entered the bathroom.
Oh, that was
the
hilarious.
That was very funny. Well, one of the punishments is that you have to set up camp and break down camp like every time the thing goes off. Like,
Yes.
excuse me, the pitching tents would be
Mhm.
all over the place. But
Oh,
you know
who
what I mean?
had that? Who
No,
had
that's one
that?
of the things they can get in the time capsule now.
But who had it originally? Because I remember that.
Was it exactly that one? Oh, I guess it would
Mhm.
have to be. I don't
Yeah,
remember.
because they're all.
But that would be exhausting. Because
Mhm.
those tent poles, I'm going to say, they don't always last. So imagine you had to do that for like 24 hours or however long.
Or having to make a pie.
Maybe you break that. Oh, yes. Maybe you break that tent pole on like the
Wasn't
third
that
go-around.
wasn't that Derek
No,
X
you
too?
do.
No, that wasn't Derek X. That was Cody's brother.
Oh, okay.
We don't talk about him.
He had
No.
to make food every time.
Yeah, I think he had to make pies.
Yeah.
So,
Me
I mean,
too.
some of those would suck. You get
And then
the
he had to
alert,
wake
you
people
know?
up to eat them, did he?
Yeah.
Like in the middle of
It's
the
like,
night?
yes, like Keanu's, like Keanu's like pigs in a blanket thing. And
Yes. Yes.
Like the
I
best
know.
punishments are the ones that actually just kind of like it punishes the person who received them, but
Was that
also punishes
his-
everybody else.
That was his butler thing, right?
Mhm.
Yes,
Yeah,
the
the butt.
butler.
That was hilarious.
That
That
was
season
good.
was really good
I
on the
think-
names, right?
Keeps going around with this tray of, yeah.
Mhm.
Appetizers.
And somebody mentioned
Oh,
him
that's so funny.
this like last week or two, saying that they needed Keanu's butler costume because they wanted to eat pigs in a blanket. They were requesting it. So okay,
Well, it could still be there, right?
could be. It's probably on there somewhere.
How long do you think they carried this on?
What?
The time capsule?
Until
Yeah.
it's used up.
We have 2 more. 2 more.
Yeah.
I think they said 6 weeks. There's been 4 winners. We have 2 more.
Yep.
Who do you think is
2 more
going to
to
get
go.
this next week? Who's
Who's America's
Melody was
pick?
leading online.
Was she?
guessing
I'm not
Melody.
surprised. I'm not surprised.
Melody
Yeah.
would be good.
Yeah,
I think
that's
Taylor
this-
would be fun too. Taylor, I think people are liking her sass. She's gotten a lot of airtime this last week.
Yeah. And after watching Mallory fly her plane, I would definitely say Mel would be fun.
I wonder why they
On
didn't
some of
show any
these.
of that.
Maybe they will. Maybe who knows?
Well, Mallory got it, but she lost, so she's not eligible.
Oh.
No,
okay.
but yeah, right.
Yeah, she's already got it, so she can't get it again.
Yeah.
I was thinking
Right.
Barrett would be great. Maybe Drew. I think it'd be Barrett, Drew, Melody, or Taylor. I think those
America's
are-
not voting for Barrett.
You
Barrett is
never
like
know.
no, Barrett is like non-existent in the house. His edit, he like has 2 lines a show.
I don't know.
Barrett's
People-
if you're watching the live feeds, Barrett is fairly popular because he does he's very much like a sim. He's like a sim in the house. And he just will get up and they have this computer where they can type things into the computer. It just doesn't, reach in or out. And so he'll be sitting in front of the computer all the time, talking to himself on it and typing conversations out to himself.
Really?
Yeah, he does goofy stuffs like that. And then like Melody, she has phone conversations. She calls family members on the phone
Oh yeah.
and has like the full
She calls her
phone
mom.
conversations. And
The couple of the people, younger females that I know in real life, think that Barrett's really great. So I think people do like him.
Interesting.
Sorry.
I did
Sorry,
like
David.
his speech tonight.
I'm watching the polling things I see online, and he does not poll high.
Yeah, his speech tonight was fun. I didn't hate it. I get kind of annoyed when people don't really like have, something to say other than I've had such a good time and keep me if it helps you. No. That's not it. You need to tell them how keeping you helps them.
Yeah.
Like that's what the final plea
or
is.
if you know you can go home, just go. If you vote to keep me, great. If you don't, you're a jagoff. Thanks.
That would be an excellent.
That would be mine, right?
I'd be like, keep him there.
Going home.
Keep him. I don't care how much I disliked that person before this. Keep them there. That's an excellent speech.
With all the
You
sucking up
sold
to
me.
with all the sucking up to Julie, I can't believe somebody hasn't, when they have been voted out, going, "You guys suck, and I get to go hang out with Julie Moonves. Goodbye." That would be.
I'm just waiting for somebody to go, Julie. You look okay.
Yeah, someday.
Yeah, they're always salivating over her.
You're all right. You look all right.
Especially when
it could be either of you because you're very tough on her outfits.
Well,
yeah, but we're
especially
both
now
very,
that I know-
but we're also both like super goofy, nerdy. So we'd be like, "Oh my god, you look beautiful,"
Well, there's
and
that.
then we'd run back and go, "Oh my god, I said it. Why did I say it? Why did I say the thing? Oh my god,
the thing I wouldn't say, damn it. What is happening?
I swear I wasn't gonna say it."
Dave's dropping a video right now about it.
Well, now we know that they can't even see her when they're in that room.
Yeah, it's just a teeny.
There's not even a
tiny
monitor.
little-
There's not even a monitor.
She doesn't come
anything.
up on a monitor?
No,
But she
they
did.
just sit there with the camera. No, I was listening this week to Taryn and Corey, and Corey said, "No, there's no TV in there. They're just talking. The camera's there. They see them when they're out in the living room, but at that moment when they're telling her how beautiful she looks, they cannot see her.
Oh, they can't see her in the diary room?
No,
Nope.
Really?
It's got a lot more awkward, right? Does it feel a little
Wow.
cringier than it did
now
before?
it's closer, right?
No, it hurts. It digs its claws in it. Okay, well, you guys sit and then you deal with the cringe on this. We're going to take a quick break for commercials and then we'll take a cleansing breath and then we'll be right back. All right. I hope everybody is recovered from thinking about how cringy that was, because we're going to move on to the next part of this. And that is, since we're already talking about Julie and, how they can't see her in the diary room, we're going to talk about what she was wearing tonight and grade this wardrobe. Okay. So what is the silhouette of this dress, Christy? I mean, this is just a sundress, right? Like it's
Sundress.
nothing.
Yeah, sundress. And if she'd had Escalades, shoes, sandals with it, that would have been fitting. But she didn't. She went with the really cute little one strap Barbie doll sandal thing. Really cute.
I liked the shoe. The shoe match was much better this.
Yeah,
this
I liked
week.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, I like this outfit. I think it's cute.
Yeah, it was fine.
I like
her hair is
the single large bracelet on the one wrist. I like that.
She had something on either wrist, but one was silver,
like
and
a chunky bracelet.
Well, my
one was
picture's
more
a little
chain.
blurry.
Oh, well, yeah.
Okay,
put the picture up. Let's go.
I really do think
I can never see it.
You can never see the picture.
Update your tech, there, Christy.
There you go. Update that software. I do think though that the wardrobe department or the hair department, hair and makeup's great. They're just not doing her hair very well.
Okay, but her hair this week did look better than 2 weeks ago. So I mean, I don't know.
Maybe it's the color, because her color's a little different than.
She needs
It's
a whole
little
reset.
lighter.
I think a side pony for a week, and I think that would give her hair a chance
I
to
want them
recover.
to. I
think that the side pony is like Apple Control reset.
Yeah. It's like restarting a computer and cures 90% of all hair issues.
She needs a deep conditioning, hair mask, something like that, and then maybe a gloss, because it'll give it a little more shine. I think she'll look.
It just needs a
she'll
little.
Look revived.
Yeah.
The problem with Julie this season is like she's just been very plain to average. And the crazy thing is like the costumes this season for the cast have been
Yeah.
really good. Like
Mhm.
I thought the 70s outfits,
Yeah.
for the Vito were good.
Yeah, they were good.
Like,
Do you think that's what is happening? They're like, listen, Julie, the time has come that the budget is, you're going to get a nick in your budget. It's just, this is how it is now. And we have to move this to that.
I mean, like
Considering
I think
who her
that's
husband is, I doubt it.
that's like a wear to summer church outfit.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like a nice dressy sundress. Yeah.
It's fine.
The
It's
shoes
simple.
took it up just a little notch. That's why I said if she'd had like a wedge sandal, it would have looked a little more casual. The shoe dressed it up a little bit. If she had done like a little sweater thing, well, she would have been going to church.
It's funny
for
because
sure.
in this picture, she's just holding her cue card, but it looks like she's holding a white clutch. And I'm like, oh, that I almost said like, oh, her clutch looks cute with it. No, that's a cue card, Jamie. Okay. I don't know. It's all right. It's probably one of the best ones that she's had this
yeah,
season.
it's better than the last couple. So
Good. Well, Julie, I'm glad that we can meet here and say nice things about your outfit this week.
well, because we're not gonna blow smoke. We're not just gonna tell her every week she looks beautiful.
Yeah, we're not yes men.
No, we're not going to do that.
No,
For
because
sure.
that's not real. Julie, we're real fans. We'll tell you. And you're doing better, girl.
We will tell you. And if you have any opinions about Julie's outfit, I mean, why would you? But why not? You can send your feedback on that or any other feedback you might have to Tally the Feedback at yahoo.com. I know.
Yahoo.
It's the Yahoo. We got a Yahoo who made her email address.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder which one. Not the one that's the same age as Lala,
Oh,
surely.
no. Be careful. It's probably just like too much solar rays on,
Just
bakes him up a
baking in
little
the
bit.
sun. Baking it in.
So he could only figure out, yeah,
It
it's not his
happens.
fault.
Yes. So
Email us at tallythefeedback@compuserve.com.
at Netscape.
Netscape.
That's a good one.
Enron.com.
Yeah, I'm sure some people get those jokes.
Yes.
What
Not
are
the
they
young
talking-
ones. Not
No,
those
not-
young. Not those
Not
young
the cool people.
Those
Yeah.
Not the
kids.
cool
Mhm.
kids.
Well, what else do we have from the feeds this week? There's
Well, yeah,
There's
I was
always
trying to
Well,
say,
there was the
Brian.
FAP Alliance.
yeah.
You
One
mean
of the
for the
many?
American people?
Yeah,
Mhm.
yep.
Yep. They were fapping away. They sure were.
Mallory created a religion. She's the leader of, Maoism. They had a rock ceremony where, they all hummed and
Oh, yeah, that was fantastic.
and that was great. From the feeds this week, there is a crack in the D and Devons alliance. D covered Devons in Doritos one night when he was asleep.
Oh, yeah.
And he had washed his sheets that day, and then they closed the backyard.
Oh,
And-
so he couldn't watch them again?
So he couldn't
Oh,
rewash
she
his
didn't
sheets?
know- She didn't know he wouldn't be able
Well,
to.
it was like they were just her and Angela, as Dee does when she gets bored, she has to find something to entertain herself.
Yeah,
They
she gets
decided to,
shenanigan-y.
And he likes fun and games. so
He
come
does, but he went to bed and he'd washed his sheets that day. And so like she tried to put like some Dorito dust around his mouth and he woke up. So she put a Dorito sprinkle or two. And next thing you know, there was like a whole bag. And he woke up once while she was doing it. And he was like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And she's like, "Nothing." Then he rolled over and crunch. Like when he rolled over, Doritos went everywhere and crunched. And he said, I think he said to her, he said, "You're so obnoxious." And he didn't say it playful. He said it like the tired, irritated
Yeah.
dad thing.
Yep. Sleepy,
Yeah,
cranky
so-
dad.
But you know what? It was, bored. You need fun games. And what else? What else you got to do tomorrow except wash your sheets again? Except if he couldn't, I'd see how that would have pissed him off afterwards. But then don't you have to give your own sheets to him and go like, "You can take mine. I'm sorry."
Well, let's
Yeah.
not get crazy.
I would feel bad.
No, I think the retaliation is a Doritos in her bed the next
Yeah,
day.
that's the obvious, you know.
But
I gotta do it. You gotta do it.
I think,
Or
You don't
maybe
waste
or maybe
food.
something worse.
I was
Maybe
gonna say,
like a
don't waste
banana,
food.
a
That's a
peeled
good
banana.
snack.
I do think to talk game, we do need to divulge if you haven't paid attention. Dee has told everybody about her power and
Mhm.
did that in the middle of
And
the
told
week.
everybody that
Like
she
literally
hasn't told
everyone.
anybody.
Yes, and
Shh, nobody
first went to
knows. Don't tell
Devon's,
anyone.
and I mean, and she said that they didn't put this in any of the episodes, but she's more or less said on the feeds, it's a pretty sucky power. So, like, I mean, if I
It
get
is.
busted, so what? But the interesting game thing is now everybody saw that Mallory lost, so they know she didn't have the power last
Yeah.
week, and a lot of
Right.
people thought she
Right.
was the one that won it last week.
Oh, and did an extra vote.
So pretty much the consensus in the house now is that Devon's is sitting on a power.
Mhm. Yeah, and it
Sure.
sucks because it's like I can understand why he would have kept it as a secret if it had been used before they were able to catch up on it, you know, and start really going, okay, now all the evidence is here by numbers. It has to be you.
If
But like
you go
he
ahead.
could have used it. I feel like if he would have just told people at the beginning, like he could have it dangling over their head the entire time too.
I disagree, and Christy does too. I'm going to tell
Do
you
you think
right
they would
now.
just it would just
I
target him?
disagree as well.
I'm going
Yep.
to tell you right now, you make the first person who's got the balls to come up to you and say, I know you have the power and I'm nominating you. You wait for that to happen and you go, you're not going to like what
You're not
happens when
gonna
you do
like
that.
it.
Yeah.
Like I think having it and not using it extends its power out.
Okay.
That
I see.
you
I
use
mean,
it as
so-
a threat.
So you're
Having it,
still
not
you'll still
using it.
tell him once
And
you're
also-
nominated, you're still gonna or once they've threatened to nominate or you catch wind of it.
I
That's
think when
when
you
you talk
know
about
you're
it.
going up, I think when you know you and your allies, when you're in the corner, you say, okay,
Yeah, because
you
I
you
see
got
it-
me.
I see it as that's kind of the point of what I was trying to get at with them talking about it is to me it seems like that thing holds way more power as a preventive measure
Mhm.
than it does a flipper.
But I think you gain the intelligence of seeing who are the people trying to flush it from you
That's
by
true.
letting them come to you. You know who's really
Mhm. Yeah, yeah.
targeting you by
Yeah.
hanging on to it.
Yeah.
And the power is that they don't know what it is. Now his power is this is a massive power.
Yes.
But
Uh-huh.
by not pinning down what the power is to anyone, that makes it massively, it's an unknown you cannot
Right.
predict or prepare for. So yeah, you don't even have to tell them that you have it. Since everyone assumes you do, like you said, you just go like, well, you could do that, but you're not gonna like what I'm gonna have to do. And you don't even say it's the power. They'll know what you're talking about, but you still don't say it. Oh man, what a mind game.
It would be interesting if everybody who went in the time capsule walked away with a punishment. So then the house would have to speculate if they also
yeah.
got a power,
What
right?
if they
Because
or-
because the lack of a punishment means you got a power.
Yeah.
Why couldn't they make their own punishment?
Because
Well,
you
that would've
can't
been
use production as a strategy.
you
What do you
can't.
mean?
Mm-mm.
No.
You
You
couldn't
can't fake a
power.
punishment?
No.
Damn it. 'Cause
Mm-mm.
that'd
No,
be
they
real
call
good,
them out
wouldn't
for
it?
it all the time. There's even a voice, like a voice of it.
What does it say?
Really?
Angela, you are not being punished. Oh wait, no, it's this one. Haley, you're not having a bad day.
It's
And
not
certainly
that
not
bad.
38 of them.
38 days.
Yes,
So
yes.
Julie said that on the show tonight.
I know.
And I thought,
Julie's had
she's
fun
getting
with
a little,
that.
she getting a little sassy. And even the voiceover, the narrator, had some fun with some of it. My feeling is the production does not like Haley.
Well, I mean, Haley's bad day is going to go down in
Okay.
reality TV lore
Like,
Susan
you
They
usually-
love Haley, but
Yes.
not for the reason Haley
Yeah.
wants to be
Right.
loved.
Let's-
Well, it's like
ponder
Sue's big
something.
move, right? Which we never saw.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like usually if fans don't like somebody, usually production kind of protects that person
Yeah.
and tries to give them an edit to kind of tone the rhetoric down or maybe things that but they didn't do that with Haley. They are just
She's
kind
the
of-
villain.
Yeah.
they're like roasting her. They're gonna
I
make
don't know
Okay,
if she's
so-
a villain as much as she's just sort of
Go on the interwebs and she's the villain.
more of
But,
an ick.
You know.
I don't think she's done
What
anything villainous.
No, I don't think she's
No.
inherently like masterminding evil.
compared
But
I
to
mean, she
everybody else
hasn't
in the
faked your
house,
grandmother's
she's the
death
villain.
or anything.
No, but what was that cheerleading movie with like the
Bring It On.
mean girl? Yeah.
Bring it on.
She
Bring it on, Brian.
there's a villain in that movie, and it's not like a terrible villain. Haley is like the evil cheerleader in that movie, the sort of bullying, passive aggressive, talk smack about.
I think she's
people.
more like the mean Heather in Heathers.
Well,
Probably the same.
she would
archetype right there.
never be
Same
caught
here.
dead eating corn nuts. I'm sorry. Never.
And
Never.
there we
Haley,
just lost
never.
a whole
She doesn't-
generation off the podcast.
I mean,
She
like,
does
did-
not
did-
like
did-
good snacks.
Did you see the official Big Brother account posted the picture of who
Yes.
had a worse like time?
Yeah.
It was like
Oh,
Jesus or Haley, and
Oh my
Haley was
God.
like, it was like, oh, Haley for sure.
Oh my god, that was
like,
so funny.
like
do you
I
think
mean,
her
I
family
think they
thinks?
love it.
I
Well, they
feel
did-
like she's
they
got at least
deactivated her
one fan
Instagram.
there. Yeah, they've deactivated. I wonder
Her
though,
family
like
deactivated her account.
most of them, most family members will. They're told that it's a good idea.
Okay, wait. So when you go in there, do you give
Uh-huh.
all your stuff, all your social info to somebody and say, "Watch my stuff"?
Yes.
Yeah, or you
Why
scrub it all and turn it all off and make it inactive while you're in the house.
I
But
think I would do that.
there's other people who have like their friends
Mhm.
posting stuff.
That's
Like
what
Barrett and
Valerie's
Drew
got
are
that
doing.
going
Yeah.
on right now.
Yes,
Somebody's
City
posting
Barrett
exactly.
and Drew.
Yeah.
Now, I have a question though, because when they had the battle back, and let's talk about that battle back tonight. When Haley won, there was somebody in that crowd that was a Haley fan because they were being as loud as possible with
Unless
their
they
cheering.
just really didn't like Chuck. Maybe that
I don't know. Maybe
Chuck was the
maybe
same
they
way.
wasn't
really
even
hated
close.
Barrett.
Wasn't it Barrett that was close?
Yeah.
Close-ish.
Yeah. I don't understand. I mean, it has to be somebody that like knows her.
Do you know? Do you
it
know?
sounded
who-
like they were really putting it out there for like a
right
reason,
before
you
I
know?
got on, there was somebody that posed who they thought it was.
Oh, okay.
And I listened to it again, and I want you all tonight when we get off to go back and listen and tell me what you think.
Okay.
Somebody posed, they thought that was the sound of Jerry O'Connell, Mr. I love Haley.
That Haley's what did he call himself? Thog Stan?
Yes.
Yep.
And
Yep.
I listened to it
lost.
again. I think it was Jerry O'Connell.
He
Yep.
likes very tall, physically fit ladies.
Don't you remember he was saying she was his favorite
I
last
do.
week?
I do,
Yep.
yeah.
Jerry.
And,
He doesn't
and
want anyone to
I'm-
feel bad. I don't know.
you know,
It could also just be the wall yeller who
You know
who
what?
snuck his way in.
Yes.
Yeah, the wall yeller has not made an appearance this year.
oh, you mean the Thog Yeller?
Hey, you. Yeah,
Uh,
they get that pretty blocked off now. That's not been a thing for a couple seasons. I don't think we've had
I thought when the doctor was back on, he got yelled at, but maybe not.
Hmm,
When he was
No,
up on the
it's been a-
balcony, I thought the wall yeller yelled at him.
maybe I
Somebody
missed
did.
it. Maybe I missed it. They try
Well-
hard to not give those people attention.
So,
did you guys
so
see? Did you guys see the lyric? Like she's still in danger from Lala. Did you see that? Typhoon
Lyric?
Lala is about to hit. Literally right now.
Oh
the
my god.
Typhoon Lala, that's the name store, is about to hit Hawaii. And I thought, oh, Lyric is making a lot of jokes about
Coming
Lala.
after
So Lala
her.
was like, oh, you're out of this house, but I'm HOH. I'm still getting you, girl. I'm sending it that way.
I wonder, they didn't do this last year, so maybe they won't do it anymore, which bums me out. But I always really love the quick little like episode where when it's eviction night that Julie gives them, 5 facts about what's happening in the current news, like simple
Yeah,
things that
those are
don't,
always fun.
Who
like
won
what
the Super
team won,
Bowl?
what team won this. But I mean, if they said that there was a Hurricane Lala, that would be a good one. They would enjoy it.
Wait, inside the house or outside the house? What?
Drew would be like, Drew
Well,
would be the one that was the most blown away with that.
Aren't they typhoons by definition
Typhoon.
in
Yeah.
the Pacific?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Drew would be like, what?
What?
And just,
Well, I have something I'd like to mention if we didn't already,
The floor
but I
is
can't
yours.
remember because of Unlocked. Did Unlocked happen after we recorded last time?
Yes. Yes.
Mhm.
So, I thought the Unlocked this year, the episodes have been a lot better.
A lot better.
Like a lot better.
A lot better. Yes, agreed.
I
And I
haven't had the
love the
courage to
family
watch
stuff.
past the first one. That was like the first episode of it, and then I haven't watched it since.
Oh, I think they're really good this year. Like
Are
way
they?
better. Like exceptionally, like so much better. Because I think Taylor was good, but Derek was dragging Taylor down last year because he just is so like stiff or whatever. Then they
Which
throw
is
in
funny because
Jerry,
he's already hosted a show. Like he has,
but he doesn't have a
some-
lot of charisma or something.
He has a
No, he
personality of
doesn't.
like a mushy piece of clay.
he's
And
yeah.
and so they bring Jerry O'Connell in, and he's such just a weird goofball. And Taylor's like the polished, poised person. And now Derek can be more like, I don't know, thoughtful and less. They have some balance now. But what I really liked this last episode was they literally went behind the walls, behind the scenes, and
That was
showed
cool.
you.
Oh,
That's
neat.
cool. But I want more of that. Like show us.
All right,
the
now I gotta go
production
and
side.
watch it.
The
It was
production-
really
I know,
cool, like,
David. I was
He
me
showed
too.
you what it looked like for the cameraman, and like when
So-
they're right behind, he walked in, and he actually walked in while Barrett was in the DR, and
Yes.
and Barrett was sitting there in the DR,
Doing his
and Jerry
DR,
was, and
looking through
Jerry,
the
I
other
think
side of the mirror.
Barrett heard something and turned towards him, and he was like, "Oh," but
Maybe he bumped the wall or something.
it was
because I
really
suppose they would get that.
good. We had a really nice visit with the Devons family, like
Yep,
that.
that's
That was nice.
Yeah, it was very funny. You guys will
Yeah,
like
Devin's
it.
wife is posting on TikTok.
No, definitely go watch it. It was funny. It's
Okay.
Yeah. there's a
Becca,
little nugget
Becca,
in there.
Becca Devons is becoming like her own little internet thing.
Oh, nice. I
Yeah,
don't know that Juju. She was funny.
she's got some star potential.
Yes, she does.
What'd she
Good
say?
daughter.
Bring me that money.
That was good. Josh Hernandez was on again. And what
Yeah.
was really nice was they were able to show like, so there's Jerry O'Connell saying he likes Thog, and the other three and Josh, they're all disagreeing with him. They're all like, no. Like Josh had some things I think he wanted to say. He did not though, but yeah.
He kept it quiet. Well, what did we think about Chuck's exit interview? I mean,
You know,
he was really he had hurt feelings. I think he was a little sad.
I think he was surprised he only got one vote.
Yeah.
That was I think he knew he was going home, but I think he thought it was going to be closer.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
because it's very well known that nobody likes Haley. So if he gets only one vote to say, he's like, do they hate me more than Haley? Like what's
They
happening?
hate you the exact same amount because Haley was the only one who
Because
voted.
Because again, he's not going to understand how the game's working. He's not
But
understanding.
Christy, they're not a showmance. They're not a showmance.
They said we were a couple. Yeah, a couple.
We're not a
means
couple. We're not a
two.
couple.
That doesn't mean you don't have to be a romantic couple.
Right.
Couple,
I mean-
couple doesn't only, dude. Yeah, he's very literal, and he's very. Yeah, I'm gonna guess. You know how
It's Chuck
sometimes.
time.
You know how sometimes when people leave
He
the
uses
show-
big words that aren't appropriate as like where he places them. He's that guy.
Yeah, but like sometimes after the show they're like, "Oh, I didn't know these things about myself," but then turns out he's gonna be one of those guys.
Oh, he won't have the
Right.
self-awareness. He didn't have
don't
it
think so?
tonight. Like I thought that exit interview went as poorly as Jason's did well. And I've never seen Julie's body language be less warm
Because he
to
probably
somebody who'd just been like, I
Poor
felt
guy.
like she
Oh
was like,
no! There's been people over the years that she
Did he-
plain didn't like. And
Did
she
he
was-
try to hug her or anything when he came out? Because she was-
there was nothing. And you know,
She
at
was
the
like,
end,
"No."
I mean, I think she knows hey, Chuck's one of the only people that watches less than Julie. So
Yeah.
And
Um,
also, she is an interviewer, so she tells he's not giving her anything. How do you make an interview when the person gives you nothing?
she tried twice
right.
to get him to walk back that Lala sucked,
Right.
and he couldn't.
No, he
And
was
when he
disgusted
didn't,
by her.
yeah, and the best question she asked was like, "You still seem stunned." When he said, this can't be real. And he's like, well, we had it all. We were in power. Like, he's clueless. I mean, he's clueless. And
Do you think that when he
bad.
goes home, like, you know, one of his family members that he does trust maybe will be like, no, you biffed it there. Why didn't you fight for it at the end? You know?
Well, hopefully he goes back and watches the episodes and sees like he fell into an alliance that was, they were not being able to be targeted because they were the HOHs every week, right?
Right.
And then he could just sit there and do nothing. But when he watches episodes back, I hope he sees that, oh, all of the people that we were putting up, all of those people had to scramble and they had to talk and they had to, you know,
how much work they were putting into saving
none.
themselves. Yeah.
None. So
that fool needs to go to the challenge and never come back to Big Brother. Goodbye.
But how is he on physical stuff? Have we been impressed with anything?
He won.
I thought from his initial interview, I mean, he almost picked him as my winner's pick. And then I
want him to go on the challenge because I want him to run into Johnny Bananas. That's all I'm going to say.
Because Johnny Bananas says the things that need to be said sometimes.
Chuck
and the things that don't.
Chuck with Chuck with 1 C. I'm sorry that it went this way. I hope that it's a learning experience and you kind of like learn some stuff about yourself. But if you would have just listened to somebody who was like trying to help you, you probably
literally
would still be in the game. But if you
like
don't
Taylor
fight for your place in it,
you know, I think Taylor thought if I can help him, he'll see that I'm trying to help him. I can pull him in to be my tether.
Taylor and Lala threw out the idea of bringing him in as their weapon to use against the icons. But he wouldn't listen, and they were like, peace out.
Yo, if you can't even explain to him
that was a nice way of saying what Lala said.
No. No.
She was very irritated with that.
Chuck, this was not the game for you, bro. I'm sorry.
And Lala got a little vocal when she had some wine with the with the icons, but she's not wrong.
No. She's not wrong.
No.
And I mean, and you're going to have to take a hit because you know they've got a power, at least one of them.
Yeah.
But if you don't get them out, they're just going to pick you off.
Yeah,
Lala is not the bad one for saying out loud what they have all at some point in their own minds, even if they've not voiced it to anyone. They've already thought it. So as long as they can look at each other and say, we might not be working together, but we see each other. We still have this many. Yep. Okay. Right. We know what we have to do before we start getting picked off. Right. You know?
Yeah. And what's interesting about it is normally the icons are from the same show, right? So you can understand if they were a fan, they applied to the show, and Rachel Riley walks out there starstruck, right? Or Boston Rob on Survivor, right? But in this case, there's Survivor players, 2 of them, and they don't have any particular affiliation with Big Brother, and they probably shouldn't be that starstruck by him.
And
Angela really didn't have that great a season. You know?
It is interesting that the other cast members that are cast with them, none of them, from the conversations I've seen where they've talked about them, really get into Survivor. Like really know like Devin's history in the game, or really know how D1.
Most of them didn't even know it's $1 million because they just assumed it was the same as Big Brother.
Well, clearly these people have better lives than we do because we watch
because we know all about it. That we know all about those things. And I'm going to tell you what, if you like to hear about those things, reality competition, or even just scripted drama, that you scroll through our YouTube page and see if there's something on there that tickles your fancy. But you listen to us here at Crazy Hanks or Tally the Votes YouTube channel. You can also listen to us wherever you find your favorite podcasts at the Jay and Jack Whole Enchilada feed. And speaking of Jay and Jack, we'd really like to give a shout out to those Patreons who contribute at a certain level. And they are Eckhart Rickner, Joanne with the Plan, Maggie the Magnificent, and Ed the Creepy Poopy Headed Mailman. If you would like to become a Patreon and get all of the extras from Tally the Votes, Survivor with JJC, and the Ramblecast, the broadcast, and more, then just go to patreon.com/JayandJack. And if that's all a little bit too much for you to do, then just do us a favor and hit like and subscribe. It helps us continue to make content that we want to and content that we hope you might want to see.
It's so easy. You're already here.
Just click the button right there. Okay, guys, HOH predictions. Who's going to be our next HOH?
HOH predictions.
Who do you got? Christy, we'll start with
Oh
you.
gosh, I'm thinking about it. I'm trying to think, will Dee and Devins, will one of them want to try to win it? I feel like yes,
yeah,
they
I
both
think
will.
it's time. Yeah.
But it might be time for one of the others to win. Like, wouldn't it be great to see? Well, maybe not. I'm gonna say that Drew, he didn't do so bad on his battle back or his blockbuster. Neither did Barrett. Maybe one of them could win something. Barrett's gotten like second place twice in a row now.
Barrett would be an interesting win just because
In a
he would never
two-person
leave the
competition.
HOH pen.
I mean, I don't
So
know. I
there.
would like to see what somebody else does, and I really like this FAP for American people. I like them, but maybe it wouldn't be good for them to be in power. You get in power, then people want to take shots at you after. I don't know.
All right.
There's
you
a
don't
lot of
know.
people.
You're not going to make a guess. You're not going to make a single prediction.
I'm
know.
gonna say it. I hate to say it. I think yes. I
Yeah,
think we're
probably.
in for a long,
Mhm.
bloody season that's going to be super entertaining because, guys, he's good at the game. I don't
He
like
is.
him. I don't like his,
He's
what
really good at the game.
he's good at the game.
Is he
I
deep?
told you that when you guys were crapping on his HOH. I said,
Well, yeah, because he played terrible that week.
he didn't. You guys just don't like him.
No, he played bad that week. He was in a bad position, but he pulled his ass out of that position. and now
Sometimes
he's
the
sitting pretty.
HOH is not the best position.
It's
to
kind of
be
a-
in.
That's a rough one. Yeah.
You're right in the spotlight, but you don't really have any power. 'cause
And if you get
I mean,
any
do, but
kind of
it's
like
hard.
power trip, it just rubs everyone the wrong way. No matter who you are. Even Lala, who's basically loved in the house, started getting a little HOH-itis and people were like, ugh. So
Best thing in the world that happened to Camus is Haley won the HOH and
Mhm.
freed him up to having to hang out with her all week. So he was able to go downstairs while she was taking meetings with other people and float around with everybody and
yeah,
make
kind of make new
connections.
bonds. And well,
And
I was gonna say I think that the HOH is gonna be either Camus or Haley. I do. I think that they bit off a little more than they can chew keeping Haley. I don't think it was a terrible idea, but I think it was a risky one.
This is an interesting week because I was going to say Camus too. I think
Yeah.
Camus wins.
Well, I wonder though, Kamala, like we said, he's sitting pretty good in the house right now. I don't think anyone would want to take a shot at him.
I don't
think
even
he-
know that this is going to be a
for his-
physical comp. This is probably going to be a come down to numbers, like
Right, they
writing
were all in
something down.
pajamas, so it's probably not.
then
Yes.
let's
They
answer
just
this
had one.
question. Then let's answer this question before we say goodnight. Who do you want to win the
Anyone but Kamala.
competition? Because I'm gonna be
Evans.
honest,
Melody.
Rick Devins.
I would love to see Melody have an
Yeah,
HOH.
Melody. Mhm.
She would be peak entertainment for me.
Yeah, I'd like to see how that goes.
Taylor would be good too.
Yeah.
Well, Taylor just had one, according to Chuck. So
Doesn't matter. She's still eligible again.
bitter,
And I say Devins because I just think
He's
he'd
just a
create
bitter
chaos
boy.
to do it.
Well, I think that Melody would be a pretty darn good one because I mean she is an equal opportunity crap talker, but I think it's like a lot of it is her sense of humor.
Yes.
But I am interested in seeing where her real lines are right now compared to it was week one. Because week one, she was like, Legends gone now. Like if I had it, that's immediately who I'd put up because she's doing the things she probably should do. So I'm interested to see where she's gone now because it feels like she got a little softer about the Legends. See what she would do. I'm pretty sure Haley would make that list. But other than Haley, I'm not sure who she'd put up for sure. But that list is getting smaller and smaller and smaller. And the
Mhm.
Legends are going to have to sit up there and work their way out.
It's
and
why they have to keep regrouping and making different alliances.
yes, I think
So-
Angela will end up. I mean, out of the three, Angela's got the biggest chance of a long haul because I just don't think that they feel like she's as big of a threat as the other two.
The other two they've got to go on a run for them to get really far in the game. They need to use Devin's power to steal someone else's HOH, and then they need to both win in a row. So they need to use the power and then win, and then maybe they've deteriorated the numbers on the other side enough they get to the end. That's the only way.
Yeah.
But can we all just hope for one more? That's a bitch move out of Angela. Can we just hope for that?
Yes.
Haley.
Yes. Haley. Haley.
Do you think Devin
gosh.
would lose his power if Kamu was? I mean, who would he use it again? Who wouldn't he use it with?
He's got
He's
2
only going to
weeks
use
left.
it to save D.
But he's only
Well,
got
he
what,
has
2 weeks?
2
weeks
This
left?
week
Yeah,
and
this
next week.
HOH and the
And I
next
feel
one.
like he would try to get through this one without using it, so he could definitely use it next week. Would be what
Whoever
I
it
would
Well,
think.
because then he could use it to, if he has to use it, then he can just use it to hijack the HOH.
Right.
He can like tell him about it, say he's going to use it, and then change all the speculation all week. Even if he told the HOH before the noms that he had it that was going to use it,
I had 6 weeks.
it would
to
change
use it.
who
I gotta
goes
use
up.
It. I'm sorry.
Yep.
He could also choose to just warn about it and then never use it.
I had an interesting thought tonight. What if you had to use the veto? What if you couldn't defer? Like if you won the veto competition, you had to take something.
Do you think there'd be more people like I don't want to
Yep.
back it
Yep.
up in the
Yep, I
challenge?
do. And throwing the
Had to-
challenge, yeah.
Yeah, you bet, because almost everybody who wins it says that they're not going to use their power of veto. I'm sorry, so and
We got
so,
used
but I'm not
every
gonna
week
use my
this
power
year
of
except
veto.
this week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was the first week it wasn't used.
Yeah, and which coincides with the fact this is the first replacement nom that didn't go home tonight.
Yeah.
They didn't have one. Every
Yep,
other the replacement has
somebody-
went
yep.
home.
Replaced them. Well, it's an interesting group of people. The feeds are very fun. If you haven't really had time to sit down and watch them, I hope that you do get a chance to. I suggest usually around 11:30 Central Time or later, because that's when they get real goofy and do silly things, or just talk a lot of smack or argue with each other. So it's worth a few minutes of your time to check it out.
Just
and
jump in, see who's done
Yeah.
things, and then you never know what you might stumble into.
Yeah, you might get in some good
And you
conversations.
never know when like you'll spend an entire week watching feeds.
It
And then you
happens.
have to show up on the podcast in sunglasses because
It
you're like,
happens because you haven't
And you,
slept.
and then you smell like Chuck. You know. It's in the-
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Well, hopefully everybody has learned a few things this week about hygiene and helpfulness.
I'm gonna go
and
take a
how to
shower.
lie,
I'm principal.
and what not to put seasoning on Chipotle. Like, I can't believe you put seasoning on your rice, but if you know, you know. Okay, that's about it. This wraps it up. We are going to land this plane, and unlike Pilot Mal, none of us have had to go through a wormhole to get you here. So if you know, you know. And thank you for flying with Tally the Votes. Hope you enjoy your week, and we will see you next Thursday. Goodbye.
If you took the whole pill, so sorry.